What's going on, everybody? My name is Denzel Williams and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the first 5 accessories that I bought for my Tesla Model Y. Now, these accessories are just some that I found scouring the web, but I also found these accessories to be somewhat beneficial as far as creating a different look, creating that perfect vibe, or just being of convenience. So again, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Now, the first accessory we're going to get into are the mud flaps. Now, mud flaps, I'm pretty sure you've seen those on any truck or 18-wheeler, and pretty much what they do is basically keep all that debris, rocks, and anything like that from messing up your paint on your car. So for me, what I wanted to do was find some that look very much OEM. And if you don't know what OEM means, it means original equipment manufacturer. So basically, it makes everything kind of cohesive and it looks like it comes with the car. So with the ones I end up choosing, they were very much just that. They look like they belong on the car, and it gives it almost a bit of a sportier look. And for those of you who don't know, I have just a standard Tesla Model Y, all-wheel drive, long range. So it's not the performance one, so it doesn't have all of the, the performance look, but at the same time, I still wanted to have a little bit of a sportier vibe. So with these, they fit that perfectly. And as far as installing them, they were super easy to install. You really don't even need any equipment. They give you everything you need within the package of you purchasing them. So it's pretty much a one-person job, but big shout out to my friend Cam. He helped out a lot. So thank you for helping out, making it a little bit easier. He did one side and I did the other, but they were super easy as far as just popping off the plastic tips. And from there, you just pop in the new ones, and that pretty much locks in place those mud flaps. So again, there's a whole video on the ones that I purchased. And again, all of these will be linked in the description, so you can go in and check those out as well too. But I love exactly what they provided for me. They gave me the look that I was looking for and easy to install. And I think it's one of those to where if you're gonna buy accessories, for me, I think that you wanna buy those that enhance the car and make it look a lot better. Or, it could be subtle differences that separate you from, another car out there as well too. So with the mud flaps, definitely are ones that I feel like, honestly, everybody should buy them if you don't have them installed. But again, all of that will be linked in the bio below too. Now, my second accessory is the center console organizer by Spigen. Now with this, it more so creates like a shelf for you within your center console. If you have a Tesla or you're looking to, purchase a Tesla, you know that in the center console, there's a huge gap in between it. So basically what this does is provide you with a little bit of space, whether you hold your keys or hold some coins or what may have you. It gives you a little bit of a shelf that you can slide back and forth. And I think for me, it's perfect because I use this all the time. Like, I don't want to have to reach all the way into the abyss of what this, hole is within the center console. I want to be able to just grab what I have on top and just move forward. So again, it's a one piece, you just pop it in, and again, it slides back and forth and it holds everything you need in there as well too. So definitely you can find other versions of this, so you don't necessarily have to go with the Spigen one. I'll put down the Spigen one as well, but also you can, purchase one that's not a true name brand. That's a lot cheaper. I think at the time that I bought this, it was a lot less expensive for me. So I definitely just ended up buying it. But again, there are multiple brands that create this same center console organizer. And sometimes it even comes with the entire set. So I'll drop some of those links as well, so you can go ahead and purchase those too if you like what you see. Now with this third accessory, it was one of those that I deemed super important, and it was purchased during the entire process as I'm filling out the information to, order the Tesla. It is the screen protector for the main screen display. And for me, I was like, yeah, this is a no-brainer. I have to get it. I'm one of those to where I don't want to be worried about if I bump the screen or if I, drop something or chip something, or somebody gets into the car and chips it. I wanted to have some type of screen protector to have on the screen, protect it, and give me some peace of mind. So again, this is also purchased with Spigen as well too. Again, like I said, I bought these all due to the fact that they were a little bit cheaper at the time. But again, I'll link those below and see if there are any others. But the main reason why I purchased this one is because when I watched some of the install videos, it was very easy to install. Like, that is one of my main things, is how easy is it to install, and honestly, the longevity of it. but I heard good reviews and I saw some good reviews from others who purchased the same screen protector, and it does have a matte finish, so it helps out with that fingerprint, and it's easier to clean as well too, and it's tempered glass. So again, your screen is protected because again, this is your main pinpoint. Whatever you do in the car, you're doing it out of the screen. So I want to make sure that that's protected, and I definitely think you would benefit from having it as well too. But again, process was super easy. There's an entire video. Again, me and my buddy Cam put this in the car, and it was very easy. Like I said, it could be a one-person type of job, but shout out to him for, you know, coming in and helping me out. But with that, it was one of those to where you kind of just follow the instructions, watch the video, and then boom, it's on there. You just want to make sure the screen is clean before, you know, applying the screen protector, and making sure there's no dust or anything on the back of it, because that can be a pain if you do get dust behind it. So keep that in mind when you're putting this in. But overall, I love it so far. Moving on into the fourth accessory, this is an accessory that I think, you know, you don't use it initially, but it may come in handy later on down the road. And these are just jack pads. So with the Tesla, for those of you who don't know, underneath it's a pretty large battery, and you can't go in with a normal jack and just lift it up. So these jack pads that I purchased, they basically help from anybody from, you know, roadside assistance, or if you're just trying to make, you know, general maintenance on the car yourself or change a tire or whatever, you just take this jack pad, put it up underneath, and take the jack and lift it up. So it helps to not damage the battery due to the fact that, like I said, the entire bottom is just one big battery. So with these jack pads, I think it's super beneficial just to have in the car, and for like routine maintenance or anything like that, or in case you do have a situation where you need roadside assistance. And let's say, for example, that particular, you know, tow person doesn't have those jack pads, you don't have to worry about, you know, potentially damaging the car or damaging anything else. So it's definitely one of those to where I think preventative measures later on down the road. So I haven't used them personally since I've had the car, and again, it's going on about 3 months. But for me, I definitely want to just have that peace of mind by just having them in the car, because you can't go wrong with it. So again, jack pads is an accessory that most people may not think about, but definitely one of those to where you want to have in case the situation does happen. Now, the fifth and final accessory is basically something that I bought to kind of create a different vibe, a different mood within the car while driving. And it's basically just creating some ambient lighting. Now, for those of you who have the latest Tesla Model 3, in which the ambient lighting comes built in, you don't have to worry about this because you already have it. But for those of us who don't, like myself, this basically gives you a little bit of a mood lighting in a sense, to where you control it through an app on your phone. And as far as an install, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest thing I had to install, it's probably about a 4 or 5. You do have to use some of the tools to kind of pry and put it within where the air comes out. So there's this little ledge, and there's a step-by-step video that comes with it as well, but it's not difficult, but it is a little bit tedious. So you do kind of have to get in there and use the pry tools to kind of push it in there. But as far as setup, as far as installing, I would give it a 4. And it really didn't take me long, you know, outside of watching the video a few times, probably about 25 minutes, if that, 25 to 30 minutes. And that's just, again, just watching each step by step and just making sure it's in there. But once you get it in there, it does create this nice, you know, bright light that gives you a bit of a vibe and gives you a bit of a new sense of, you know, it feels better in the car. Now, for those who I feel like it's one of those to where I think that in the future, I would probably go and get professional installed lights. And the reason why is just, I would want to have it throughout the entire car, not just within the front, but it is super bright. But the only downside about it is it doesn't connect to the lights within, you know, underneath that house where your foot is. So that's one of those things to where I was like, I'm kind of not a huge fan of it, but I do like it when you're riding out at night and you can kind of just put that light in there, and it kind of creates just a different mood for you. Or if you're just sitting there, you know, maybe watching a movie or watching something within the car, you can kind of just set it, and whichever color you may like, it comes with a different set of rotation of, you know, light combinations and colors, but it is super bright. The only downside about it, it does create this bit of a halo that is present over the windshield. And again, I think that's just how the Tesla is built. So again, it does have a halo where you can kind of see the light. So for some, that may be a bit distracting. So I'll show that and highlight that as well too. but that's probably the only other downside I have about it. But after you're driving for a little while, you don't really have to, you kind of forget it's there. But again, for those of you who get easily distracted, or it's just like, this is too much, you will see somewhat of a halo because of the positioning of where the lights are. So something to take into consideration. But I've seen a bunch of different sites that have the same one. So again, I'll try to find the cheapest ones for you to where you can use, but for the most part, easy to install. Like I said, a 4 out of 10 as far as install and setting it up. But I think once you get it, you'll know if you actually like it or not. Just ride around with it at night, because I think at night you'll be able to fully, see the entire lights and things of that nature. But once you get it in, let me know what you think. So with all of those accessories, I think accessories in general are super subjective because it's depending on the person. I've seen a ton of different videos where it's like, 20 accessories for the Tesla, 30 and 15. And I think for me, I wanted to get accessories that made sense for me, in a sense of, with the console organizer, not having so much clutter, and with the mud flaps to protect the paint and the lights on the inside to kind of create a different vibe. So a lot of these are ones that I just deemed like they all had a specific purpose, and a purpose of what they wanted to be as far as an accessory and to enhance the car. So, nothing wrong with having 20 or 30 accessories. That's up to you, by all power to you. But I think for me, I just wanted to find ones that just fit what I was looking for. And to me, out of those 5, my favorite are the mud flaps. I just love how they look, the ease of use to put them in, and just honestly, they just create a different vibe. I wish that they would put these on all Tesla Model Ys, just standard, but that's not the case. And I think for me, finding those, it created this, just a different look. And it's just a cool look to kind of differentiate your car from other cars that are out there. Just subtle, not a full paint job or anything like that, but just subtle differences that you can kind of see and just be like, I kind of like that. So again, let me know in the comments below which one of these were your favorite, or if none of these were your favorite, that's okay too. Let me know if there's one that I should be on the lookout for as far as an accessory, and what's your favorite accessory that you may have for your Tesla. So looking to see what all is out there, looking to see who else has accessories that I've yet to, stumble upon. So let me know in the comments below. But again, if you stuck around this long, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody for sticking around and hanging out with me. So again, until next time, much love, peace.